Hey guys, so I wanted to talk to all of you guys about what's gonna happen. So I can't really talk about orientation because I didn't go. I was an alternate and I only came in January. So I didn't have an orientation. They kind of just tried to summarize 3 days of stuff in 1 hour at the embassy, and that was my orientation. But you kind of learn things as you go. But yeah, so what I wanted to talk to you guys about is what's gonna happen on your first day that you arrive at work. So I'm just gonna tell you guys what happened for me. It may be different for you guys, but normally it should be like this. I arrived in Japan on the 21st of January, then I stayed at Narita Hotel for the night, and then in the morning at 7 AM I took the bus to go to Saitama, so they paid for the bus, and then like somebody from a travel company met me at the Narita airport at the bus terminal, and then she gave me my ticket and off I went to Saitama, where CIRs in Saitama picked me up from the bus station and they brought me to the Board of Education. So what happened for me is I went to the Board of Education where I signed my contract, and they talked to me about like safety in Japan, fire hazards, earthquakes, insurance. They talked to me about the Japanese language courses, etc. And then after that was done, so my supervisor picked me up, and we went first to eat lunch because we were hungry. By the time we were done, it was around 12. Yeah, it was around 12. So we went to go eat lunch, and then we ate ramen. So the first thing we did is we went to City Hall so that I could write my address on the residence card that you guys are gonna get at the airport. So you're gonna get a card. It's basically your photo ID. It's called Zairyu card, Zairyu Kado, and it's basically every foreigner needs to have this. If you don't, you're illegal basically. And so they will give it to you at the airport, and then once you get to City Hall, in the ward that you live in, they're gonna write the address and they're gonna take your information down, and they're gonna give you like a bunch of papers, like in case of emergency go to this place, here's an English like helpline, and etc, etc. But don't worry about that. If you don't speak Japanese, your supervisor will do everything for you, so you don't have to worry about a thing. After that, where did we go? We went to the bank. After City Hall, we went to the bank, so to set up my bank account. And for that, you need your residence card with the address, and you need a hanko. So your school should have ordered a hanko for you guys. Mine did for me, because you need a hanko for every single little thing in Japan. So we opened the bank account, and also to open a bank account you need your contract of employment. That's why you need to go to the BOE before. You can't do anything without the other. It's a big process. After that, after the bank, we went to my school, my main school, and there I met all the staff and I met the principal, and the principal gave me my shire? I think it's called shire, like your letter of employment, saying that you're working from this date to this date as an ALT. And basically the minute he gives you that piece of paper, you are officially employed. You are an ALT. So once he gives it to you, you are an ALT, you have a job, and that's when you start working. So Basically, I think every year, like if you guys decide to renew your contract, every year you get a new one. So mine says till August 3rd, 2015, but I recontracted, so I'm guessing on August 3rd, 2015 I will get another one that says until August 3rd, 2016. Yeah, so I met all the staff. Just really quickly, and the other ALT that works there gave me like a little survival bag of food and like rice and juice and whatnot, just so that I could survive for the first couple days. And then the whole staff was nice. I didn't do a self-introduction or anything. It was really quick because we had to do a lot of things. It was really just to meet everyone. Hi, hello, bye. And yeah, also if you decide to send your suitcase, like if you're coming with 2 suitcases to Japan, you can only bring one with you. So if you go to Narita and you go to Sapporo, well, on the second flight from Narita to Sapporo, you can only bring one with you. What they're going to do is once you get to Narita, they're going to take your second piece of suitcase and they're going to send it by mail. And then a day or 2 later, your school will receive it and then you can pick it up at school after you have settled in. And the prices, you have to pay for that, it's mandatory. The price depends on where you live. For me, because I sent my suitcase and my computer, so it was 2 pieces of luggage, so it was 3,000 yen. And I live in Saitama, and it's not that far, but it did come the day I arrived in Saitama and I picked it up at night. So after the principal gave me the contract, we went to Leo Palace because I needed to sign the contract. Now, if you're replacing an ALT, I don't think you need to do that. Maybe it depends on the type of contract they have, but because I didn't have a predecessor, well I did, but he quit before I arrived, I couldn't get his apartment, which meant that I had to get a new apartment, which is why I chose this one. You can see in my previous video I did a tour of the whole apartment, but if you don't have a predecessor, then you have to pay a lot of money, well, depending if the apartment charges you like key money, deposit, first, second month rent and whatnot. And yeah, so I had to pay the deposit. The school paid the key money for me as like a gift kind of thing. Yeah, so I signed the contract at Leo Palace and then they gave me the key. And then we went to the apartment, and at the apartment we met the guy from the gas company, and he turned on my gas. I signed the contract for the gas, and I also gave him 10,000 yen deposit.